9 to the Nth Lives by Mary A. Turzillo. Goaded by a flea of the mind, I remember earlier than random protonoids, wisps of catalysis. Ha! But those are dreamy clouds. One cannot remember previous a brain. And then the stromatolites, incapable of embracing their chemical telegraphs, primitively social, purring impulses of biofilm. Meow. And it's all hazy but pleasant right up till the time the ocean boiled. Catastrophe. One theory used to say it was a star. The dog star, I want to say. But some of us, me, got out and lazed in the sun for aeons. I'd tell you all about it. But you'd be skeptical, as am I, just tweaking that memory cell, flicking an ear if I still had one, though I'm allowed to dream. That damn memory flea, next time, or maybe one of a sequence of many, being a sea slug, or maybe that was on Mars. My non-existent mother never clarified. Repetitious. So next, sarcopterygy, how embarrassing. No wonder I crawled up that rocky slope, looking for a spot of sun. I always look for a spot of sun. Since then, I hate getting wet, and so glad of the warmth then, but not very furry, and damn ugly if I have to admit it. My tail was so galumphing, I just twitched a bit and dragged in the dirt. If I were running this show, and maybe I am, I'd tell you, I fled as fast as I could. Meow. Death, where is thy stinger? Speaking of which, was I ever an insect? Maybe a woolly caterpillar, or a praying mantis? I was trying so hard to be sleek and beautiful. I hid in the cycads and watched those 80-foot birds with no wings, just teeny hand paws and enormous teeth, and I waited, and then I died temporarily again and was early synapsid, gracile at least, but the tail was still too short. Then early gliders who ate a few T-Rex babies. Too bad, Mom. I love the sun. And when the Death Star came, another catastrophe. Those evil things from the sky got repetitive. I hid under a rock, like I always do, and I waited it out, learning to eat the freshest burnt carrion. Milk was a surprise, but not the milk I found leaking from my own belly as the next litter attacked. No, you can steal it from sleeping antelopes if you just pussyfoot soft enough. Then there were Smilodon days, 1,000,000 lions, yea, male and female. I prefer being she. And tigers and cheetahs. So that's what happened to those kittens. Really, I should use precautions, but it's nice to have lots of grands and to the 99th power. Then, in my heyday, lounging on Osiris's bark, trying not to get snuffed and embalmed to keep dead somebody's lap warm as they float down Phantom Dead Nile, which at least was sunnier than Styx. But hey, I like the dark too. I taught my eyes to shine, all green, like LED gems. And then, to another holy land, I licked up the blood he made of that great local Primitivo. The apostles liked the Primitivo better, though of course they were very honored being allowed to vampire it up. And I just licked the neck of the bottle, which was pretty good for god blood, which tastes exactly like human, or really just like the mouse whose neck I just broke. I was so inspired. I lay down on the floor under Pete's feet while he whined about eternal love and had my kittens. One of them ran away and became me. I lost track of it almost at once. Maybe it became a philonaut commissioned by the Recherche de Médecins Aéronautiques. Felix and her clouder. Holes drilled in their purry brains, as if you guys couldn't figure out exactly what we thought of 0G. But life goes on. Dead me becomes live me again and again. You thought Schrodinger's furball actually died? Well, he did, but he always pads out of that box alive, at least the first 999 times. Can our race ever go extinct? Think Robopuss, made out of rubberized plastic, upholstered in fur from the novelty section at Joanne Fabric. No, that didn't last. It was steel next, like a pot metal wind-up. Then I was diamond, then electrons ripped from their nuclei, bouncing around talking to each other, synapse to synapse. Well, with the sun exploding like that, it didn't quite last. So then, pure idea. How did that work? Don't ask me. I didn't invent this whole scene. Or did I? I like to laze in the sun. No, I mean inside the sun. Dog star, take that. Cycle on cycle this goes on, but I always find stuff to chase. Zombies don't scare regenerate me, so it gets cold and everything gets eaten. Singularities, except me, because I'm too sneaky. I figure I'll wait outside. Black hole, black mousy. Meow. And still I wait, because universes get reborn in powers of 9.